You won't believe what's happening in the music world. Burna Boy, the African giant himself, is saying he's practically owned by Diddy. Hard to imagine, right? This is the same Burna Boy who reached new heights with a Grammy win, but now he feels trapped by the music mogul. How did a collaboration take such a sharp turn? We're here to break down how Burna's dream deal with Diddy turned into something far from what he expected. Stick around, because by the end, you might see the music industry in a whole new light.
Well, what I said is that, isn't it weird that the government was so interested in Diddy's baby oil that they took 1,000 bottles away from his house? If the government took 1,000 bottles of baby oil and somebody had things what appeared to be baby oil, and then you have to listen to the prosecutor. He said that they seized 1,000 bottles what allegedly to be baby oil. Allegedly to be baby oil. So that's telling people that it wasn't baby oil. And people think that that was baby oil, they out their mind. I don't believe it was baby oil. Yo, bro, when they went up in there, they knew what they was gonna find. They knew what was ever in that baby oil or that those bottles that appeared to be baby oil, they knew about that at first. You gotta realize 9 times out of 10, that individual that got caught at the airport, that was supposed to be their carrier, told them what they was doing and what they had. I wouldn't put him past that he told them everything. So when they went up in there, they knew they had to take whatever was out there, and that thing that appeared to be baby oil, they took that. They got to test every last one of them.
Remember when Burna Boy was on top of the world with a Grammy in hand, proudly representing as the African giant? Well, word on the street is that things aren't as perfect as they seem. Let's take it back a bit. Burna Boy, born Damini Ibunalua Ogdulu, first made waves in Nigeria with his unique Afro-fusion sound. Hit after hit, he quickly became the talk of the town, and his album African Giant had everyone dancing, earning him his first Grammy nomination. But that was just the beginning. In 2021, Burna claimed his Grammy with twice as tall and it looked like he was truly living his dream. He graced magazine covers, performed for sold-out crowds, and mingled with the biggest names in the industry. Yet, as they say, not everything that glitters is gold.
Let's see how many of those come back to be baby oil. Bro, listen to me. Costco don't sell that much baby oil. Where you know sell that much baby oil?
Yeah, I don't know any store that sell that much baby oil. I know Costco, they came out and said that they don't even sell baby oil.
My sentiments exactly.
But you personally, right, what do you believe was in the baby oil?
If you ever seen a massage parlor being raided and they walking out the people, do they take the massage oil with them when they go? No, they just walk out the people who are being arrested. If you ever seen a person getting arrested and the people being arrested in those brothel houses, do they take out the stuff in the brothel houses? No, they don't. They take the individuals who are being arrested out the brothel houses. For them to take 1,000 bottles of baby oil, it's like that they did not leave one. They left people there, but they ain't leave not one bottle. Nobody needed no baby oil. So my whole thing about it is that there was something in that other than baby oil. That's why they took all the bottles. And 9 times out of 10, if I would give it a wild guess, it was, and like some of the people told me, it was probably that GHB.
What's that?
I think it's gamma hydrox is I looked it up, bro. Let me see if I can find it. I know this is just showing everything like that, but oh no. Let me, yo, somebody tap dance or sing or do something, you know what I'm saying, while I'm doing this. Oh, here it go right here. It's gamma hydroxy butyric. What is it effect on the body? It's a euphoria, drowsiness, decreased anxiety, and memory impairment. It works on the nervous system and gives you this feeling of euphoria. So they take that and rubbed it on her, and you forget who you are, what you're doing. It can also give you memory loss, drowsiness, and that's under the DEA, the Drug Enforcement Administration.gov.
Rumors started swirling fast. People were saying Burna Boy wasn't as happy as he seemed. What's really going on behind those designer shades? Everyone was curious why a superstar at the top of his game would feel down. Then Burna began posting cryptic messages on social media. One moment he's celebrating success, and the next, he's talking about feeling trapped. It was like putting together a puzzle with missing pieces. Here's where it gets interesting. Enter scene Diddy comes, the music mogul himself. At first, it looked like the perfect partnership. Diddy's industry connections and marketing skills, paired with Burna's Afrobeat style, seemed like a winning combo. But why would Burna, who was already shining so bright on his own, even need Diddy's help? It's like hiring a coach when you're already winning gold medals. Soon, we saw cracks in the partnership. Burna wasn't just unhappy, he felt trapped. In interviews, he started hinting at creative differences and feeling like he wasn't fully in control of his music. Watching it unfold was like watching a slow-motion train wreck, and we couldn't look away.
You're not even gaming because you won't claim it. No, you want to sit around and pretend to like bitch. That's what y'all do. And then you get these hard jostling.
So I'm just
like
curious.
these are the you like half man bitches. No disrespect, but jostling rough.
Them shoulders is.
And the way she like running up on, I already know she done strapped up on you.
Ooh. So Jack, let me ask you. There's one. Some of the shocking things
I hear that mean with a harness.
Oh. Okay, not a harness.
Yeah.
So I gotta ask you this. I'm sure somebody's already asked you this, but have you ever been to a P. Diddy party?
Yeah, several, many, honestly.
And so, can you take us through like what goes on, like when you were there?
What did I say when y'all asked me about why was the TD Jakes at the Diddy party?
Yeah.
What'd I say? Money
Right.
and sex.
That's correct. Were you surprised that there were so many cameras in his houses?
No.
That he was recording these?
Of course, he is the J. Edgar Hoover of hip hop.
Okay.
Y'all done seen him put on the pyramid with a skirt?
So let me ask you, when you hear that Cassie was told to hire male escorts to come in what they call freak-offs now.
Yeah.
Is that something normal that happens in Hollywood?
Yeah.
Freak-offs.
Hey.
Okay.
Everybody know that. I've been saying it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many times I got these is wild.
So do you feel like people, when they hear pink cocaine, Young Miami has to bring across?
Wait, the Tusi.
Yeah, the Tusi. That's what they call.
I found out. I talked to my drug guy because I wanted to be informed. Because people was calling it Tusi, that's calling it the Tunchi. I didn't know which one it was, so I talked to my drug guy, and my drug guy filled me in, and then it made perfect sense. Tusi.
Talk to him.
Drugs with Jaguar.
Let's talk.
Drugs education.
101.
So 2C is the cocaine, but they take the ketamine and cook it up, and they fold it into the coke. Now, if you don't know what ketamine is what they call on the street Special K. It's a veterinary drug. It's a horse tranquilizer. Now, gay men have been using this for years. See, back in the day, if you went to a gay party or a gay rave, there were certain drugs that you would always find on hand. Viagra, ecstasy, Special K, and cocaine. Now, see, the cocaine keep you up all night, but unfortunately, it gives you limp noodle because of with the blood flow. So you wants to fuck with a half-hard dick all night. So that's why you have the Viagra to make sure that the dick involuntarily stays hard while you're numbing your fucking self with the coke. Now, see, the ketamine, that's a horse tranquilizer. So that relaxes all your muscles. You could get fucked by 80 fucking ton gorillas. You wouldn't feel a thing. So now, your dick is gonna stay hard. You numbed up and you high. You got the ketamine in you so you don't feel shit. And then you add the ecstasy to put in the feeling that you've now blocked out. And now you got a party.
Freak off cocktail.
Now, you might wonder, asterisk, how bad could this deal actually be? Asterisk, well, let me tell you, it's not just bad, it's downright scandalous. Burna Boy's contract with Diddy might be so twisted it makes old school record deals look easy. Let's dive into what we know about this arrangement. On the surface, it sounds like a dream team. Burna Boy, the African giant, pairing up with Diddy, hip-hop's legendary mogul. You think this partnership would be all champagne and hit records, right? But the word is there's a lot more going on behind the scenes. At first, the deal probably looked pretty standard. Diddy's label would handle distribution, marketing, and all the behind-the-scenes work, while Burna could focus on making music. Sounds perfect, doesn't it? But here's the thing, there's always fine print, and this one has that sell your soul vibe. Music contracts can be tricky, with clauses covering everything from royalties and advances to merchandising and touring. And let me tell you, some of these clauses are sneakier than a friend who forgets their wallet at brunch.
I know a lot of people want to hear these stories and everything like that because this is stuff that happened back in the day. And then maybe that if they knew there was going to ever be a YouTube or they knew there was going to ever be social media, a lot of the stuff probably wouldn't have got played out like it did. But things happen and these are just stories from the past. I would like to use that as, what you call that? Just to clear the facts up what's going on. But it all started, we was in Atlanta. And this story starts when I'm with Puff and he's in the exotic bookstores and he's doing shopping, right? He's shopping, getting his stuff and everything like that. So, you know, this is the first time I was ever in an exotic bookstore with Puff. So, you know, I'm giving him his space. He's taking things off the shelves and stuff like that because they gave him a brown paper bag. When they gave him a brown paper bag, he was just putting stuff in there. So I said, damn, you know, he got to go put it on the counter and, you know, show everybody what he's getting. So as he's going, I'm just looking at the places where he's picking stuff from. So there's one part he picked up some things from up here on my left side. And then he picked like quite a few of them down. I was like, okay. He put them in the bag. So when I went by there and I looked up there and it said butt plugs. And I was like, hey, yo, I was messing with him. Because people don't understand, you know, we was like friends. He was a part of the same gang. So I'm still gonna tease him. I'm still gonna mess with him and everything like that. I could do that. It wasn't just no security thing. So I say, yo, what are you getting this for? And it said butt plugs. And he was like, yo, can I do my shopping by myself? I said, yeah, you could do it by yourself, brother. And he started walking and everything like that. When he got to, I just waited at the counter. So when he got to the counter, He didn't even have to show the guy nothing. He just gave the guy a wad of money. I mean, like he gave the guy a stack something like this. And Puff wasn't the dude that carried no 20s and no 50s and nothing like that. And I mean, like he just said, boom, and we walked out the store. So we had to leave Atlanta and go to North Carolina for a show. You understand? And it was him, this rapper, Sarah, and this other girl. We all got on a G5 jet, and we flew to G4 jet, and we flew to North Carolina. So later on that, I think that afternoon, same day, this rapper and him, they all in the room together. You know, it's Sarah, the girl, Puff, and this dude, this rapper. So
Burna Boy isn't the first artist to get tangled in a tough contract. Remember Prince? He famously wrote Slave on his face because of his deal with Warner Bros. And then there was TLC. They were selling millions of records but still broke due to their contract. This isn't Diddy's first rodeo either. So, what's really at stake for Burna? His music, his money, his freedom. These contracts can tie up an artist's whole career. We're talking control over Burna's sound, his image, and even his collaborations. It's like being in a relationship where your partner controls everything, from what you wear to who you hang out with. But here's where things get even juicier. Burna Boy dropped a bombshell that had everyone talking. In a leaked interview, he hinted that his contract gives Diddy a cut of nearly everything he does, his tours, his merch, even his endorsements. It's as if Diddy's got his hand in every part of Burna's success, leaving Burna with just crumbs.
I'm hearing at the door and stuff like that, like, yeah, so then next thing you know, somebody rang the doorbell. We had the presidential suite where we was at. So I opened the door and the dude said, yo, I'm here for my cousin. I said, who your cousin? And he said, Ja Rule. I said, well, he busy right now. He said, he busy doing what? I said, he with Puff, they're in the room, they busy, they don't want to be bothered. He said, well, I'm going in there. I said, bruh, you ain't going in there because he told me they don't want nobody to be bothering them. And he was like, yo, I don't care, man, I'm going in there. That bull like that. I said, yo, bruh, Jesus Christ had to come down here and take the air out of my body before you get in that room right there. Watch. He tried to bum rush me. I grabbed his and threw him against the piano. When I threw him into the piano, Puff and Ja Rule runs out the room. Puff got his towel, Ja grabbing his towel, but they butt the naked. And so then Ja was like, yo, what's going on? Yo, Gene, that's my cousin. He know me well, you know, and Puff was like, yo, Gene, what happened? I said, he tried to get in the room. I told him he couldn't get in the room. And he was like, Puff looked at Ja. He said, yo, Ja said, you ain't want to go in that room because there's a lot of freaking going on. So I was like, oh, he said it was a lot of freaking going on. So that was basically that story, man. You know what I'm saying? They went back in the room. Dude felt a certain kind of way and he left out. So I seen them at the concert the next day and they tried to, you know, form up against me. But my man Frank was like, I told my man Frank, I was like, yo, Frank, put yourself in that position. Somebody trying to get in the room and Ja told you don't let nobody get in the room. What would you do? Now y'all can do whatever y'all want to do, man. But you know I ain't taking no losses. He said, yo, you good, and that was it. Bro, when Ja said, you don't want to come up in there, a lot of freaky stuff is going on. You got to use your mind. What they was doing with those butt plugs.
right. Yeah,
that was crazy.
With Diddy's hands in all of Burna's business, you'd think Burna would be living large. But what if this deal was actually serving up pure chaos? Rumors are flying about behind-the-scenes battles that make reality TV look tame. At first, Burna and Diddy seemed like best buds. They were all over Instagram smiling in studio pics, partying, even hanging out on yachts. It looked like a hip-hop power duo in the making. But behind the filters and hashtags, there was a whole different story. Things heated up fast, faster than a Hot Pocket in the microwave. Arguments in the studio about intense and creative differences became more like creative warfare. And when it came to the money, let's just say it got uglier than Crocs at Fashion Week.
He should have enough money to
He
check.
put the boots to that girl. She's supposed to be a good bitch. No matter who she with. All the time he putting a groom in her. Of course he thought it was still gonna work. He thinks he's God.
Right.
He ain't doing shit. I raped the fuck out of that bitch, put the boots to her last time I seen her. Her and her trainer, boyfriend, husband. I don't get no.
So you hear about stories of Diddy like shooting people,
Yeah.
blowing up cars.
Yeah.
Is he this gangster that behind the scenes is that him or is that people
Shout
around
out to Wendy Williams, the first woman to uncover the homo thugs. That's what these down low bitches was called when Wendy first started talking about it in the 90s, the homo thug. She talking about Diddy.
And then what's the stuff that's happening with Wendy Williams? Do you think this is all connection too?
Of course. They've been waiting. He's been waiting. He was waiting for Kim. Remember? He was waiting. The casket was ready. She was literally casket ready.
Some people are saying the whole Wendy Williams documentary that she's pretty much allegedly playing this way to keep herself safe from him, from any unaliving.
It's been working for Orlando Brown. Why wouldn't it work for Wendy?
to play crazy.
Why wouldn't it work?
Hey, no. Hey.
The oosh gosh whoosh wash. and
Bop.
Orlando's brilliant.
Right.
Yeah,
Y'all spent time with him.
we did.
Yeah.
He's highly intelligent.
Yes.
Imagine what it's been like to wear this character for this long.
No. I can only.
That shit he does is a character. Actually, the shit he does online is the best acting he does.
Is he speaking truth?
Of course he is.
You know? We seen Quiet on set.
Major pain in his ass. Literally. Since he was a kid.
Man.
And then eating milk, running the fuck around, talking about expensive pain
Now,
in his ass.
wait, this is Philly you're talking about now. Wait a minute, Jack.
Fuck me.
Wait a minute.
He's a fucking Fruit Loop. He Diddy fried.
This is Philly.
He's a deep fried. Period. He Diddy fried. He Diddy fried. He the Diddy do our bop. Fuck me. Real rap.
You think that audio that they put out was real?
Yeah, that was him. Nicki put that out there. That Nicki recorded that at the freak off in the Calabasas.
Man.
She been waiting to drop that shit on Meek.
Oh, man.
She just wasn't going to tell nobody it was Diddy. But now that Diddy out there, why not?
So then who's the guy who's claiming he recorded it?
Oh, somebody that got
bouncer.
paid?
Yeah, he said like I was
Yeah,
standing
somebody
outside the
that
door.
got paid.
Yeah.
Just like it wasn't seminal fluid that Justin Bieber was wiping away from his mouth when he brought his face up from Odell Beckham's groin in a club with Trey Songz on the lookout.
The images are there.
Diddy five. Hashtag no Diddy.
Hashtag no Diddy.
Let's talk about these power dynamics. Diddy has more connections than a switchboard operator and has been in the game longer than some fans have been alive. But Burna? He's got that raw talent that makes everyone want to dance, and the entire African market rooting for him. It's like a David and Goliath story, but in the music industry. Here's where things get really interesting. Fans noticed Burna's sound was changing, and not in a natural evolution. It was more like someone swapped out the real Burna for a Diddy clone. Was this the Diddy effect, or was our African giant losing his spark? Burna seemed to be feeling the pressure, like trying to drive with the parking brake on. In interviews, you could see the stress in his eyes. He looked more worn out than a student during finals week. Then it all came crashing down. Burna felt like he was losing control. His music, his career, even his image. It was all slipping away, with Diddy holding him on like a kid clutching the last piece of candy. What started as a dream collaboration turned into a nightmare power struggle, like playing chess only to realize you're stuck playing checkers. Burna was calling for help, but was anyone listening? The music industry can be colder than an ex's heart, and Burna was feeling every bit of that chill.
It's all about the money. They saw what he did to Cassie. With the kicking, the punching. They saw what they did to Cassie. They know that nobody in America liked that. So now, these people are represented by a brand. Whether it's something about the music, clothing, movies. They're not gonna come out and speak on nothing that has anything to do with them. And they praying that they not on the tape doing crazy stuff, being oiled up in the whole 9 yards. They praying. So until the feds say, hey, yo, listen here. We got you on, hey buddy, we got you on this tape, and girl looked like she was pretty young. We're not gonna show it, but we need you to come and testify against Brother Love, P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, you know, Sean Combs. That's when they're gonna start talking. And they're not gonna be talking in his favor. When the feds come to them and show them what they got on tape, because if he had 250 tapes all over, 250 cameras all over the house, somebody got caught stealing a cookie out the cookie jar. It could be your favorite pastor. It could be your favorite politician. But they didn't think they was being watched. And Brother Love was watching.
Yeah, I mean, TD Jakes, he haven't even came out and said anything. And him and Diddy was real cool.
Amen. Amen. Yeah, man. And I know the people in the congregation over there is shaking in their boots because this man then led them probably, allegedly probably led them to damnation, because those people's hearts are going to be broken if that man is seen on those tapes doing anything. Because people always put their faith in the pastor instead of putting their faith in God. And what they need to do is understand that he's just a man. And he has a history. It's not looking too good for him.
So you feel like celebs are worried that they might be on tape?
Oh, they know. That's why they ain't speaking up or saying nothing. Yeah, I was at a Diddy party, but I know I ain't do nothing. When you don't know somebody's taping you, when you don't know that somebody is videoing you in some kind of form or fashion, you got that alcohol, you got the drugs in you, they're a little loose, bruh. They let down all their inhibitions. The music is pumping. He said it himself. He got it so hot in there that you got to take your clothes off. He said that himself, bruh. So a lot of them, like what he said? I think a lot of them was being swallowed. Have you ever been swallowed? They tell off on themselves all the time, man. You just gotta listen.
But why do you think Diddy had all them hidden cameras?
Bruh, when you that powerful, you didn't get that powerful without having 1 or 2 or maybe 3 ups on somebody. Diddy always been the type of individual that want to have ups on the next person no matter what they was doing. Like, he always played artists against each other. He did it to Big, he did it to Craig Mack. You understand? I said before, he did the stuff to Ja Rule, you know what I'm saying? So had the ups on Ja Rule so he could go after Jay-Z. You understand what I'm saying? So he always played those kind of up games on people. So to have those cameras and know what he was doing, it's gonna give him the ups on everybody who came to that party. Even your favorite basketball player. Ain't no party like a Diddy party. We know who said that.
Just when you thought Burna was out, he comes back swinging like a heavyweight champ. But Diddy isn't one to back down either. This clash of titans could shake up the music industry as we know it. So, who's going to come out on top? Our African giant isn't sitting quietly. He's fighting back, and it's getting messy. Burna's been dropping hints in interviews, like breadcrumbs for us to follow, and his music is filled with coded messages. 1 minute, he's singing about love, and the next, he's throwing shade darker than an ex's soul. But Diddy's camp isn't staying quiet either. They're spinning this story faster than a head after too many tequila shots. It's a game of he said, and we're all trying to keep up. Diddy's people are casting Burna as ungrateful, while Burna's team is chanting Free Burna louder than fans at his concerts. Now, with lawyers involved, it's looking like a real David versus Goliath showdown. Burna's legal team is working overtime, probably fueled by Red Bull and righteous anger, while Diddy's lawyers are sitting comfortably, thinking they've got it all locked down. But remember, David did beat Goliath, so don't count our African giant out just yet.
He may be one of the persons got caught up in the Diddy party.
LeBron said that, but yeah, you might be right. You know, it sounds like he had all them hidden cameras to use it against people.
I think that was said in the indictment, right? That was said in the indictment. You know, somebody, I think Dawn may have said that. I don't know for sure, and correct me if I'm wrong. He would, even if you didn't want to do something, he would tell the individual, well, I got you on tape doing it before. And the person would feel pressured in having to do something or come and do something at the party or be at the party because he already had him on tape right then and there. But what you think when you do it the second time? He's still gonna have you on tape. Those tapes is the one who's killing, because people don't understand this. Little Rod, he's taping for Diddy in some occasions. When he wrote his indictment up, when he wrote his when his lawyer wrote up his briefs and submitted it, he must have had he must have been a prosecutor somewhere or something like that, because he wrote it up like it was an indictment. You understand? Saying all the stuff that had happened. Then people don't understand this. After he wrote it up and he had the tapes and everything, they sent that to the feds. The feds opened up a case on that. Everybody think it's happened. Oh, the feds looked at Cassie getting beaten, and then they just opened up a case. Nah. I think it was more so Lil Rob and them sending the feds that information. They put in a civil suit, then sent the other stuff over to the feds, and it read like an indictment. So they had to look at it because they see some crimes that was committed in that. and lo and behold, they do a raid on the house. So, to get back to your question, all the footage and everything that they have is going to either help, it's going to help them get some more people or get enough people just to hang Diddy.
The fans are going wild. It's like the music industry's own Team Edward versus Team Jacob, but with way more bass. Some fans are all in for Burna, saying Diddy's trying to dim his shine, while others side with Diddy, claiming Burna's just being dramatic. Then there are the rest of us, sitting back with popcorn, watching it all unfold. And it's not just fans taking sides. Other artists are speaking up too. Some are standing with Burna, sharing their own stories about shady contracts and lost creative control, while others are staying quiet, maybe afraid they'll be the next target if they speak out. What's at stake? So much more than hurt feelings. Burna could come out of this as a rebellious hero or a difficult diva, while Diddy's reputation as a music mogul could take a serious hit. And let's not forget the money. There's likely enough cash tied up here to buy a small country. But here's the real story. Burna's fight has sparked bigger questions about the industry. People are finally asking why these contracts look like they were written by the devil himself, and why, in 2023, artists are still getting the short end of the stick.
So let me ask you, because I look at Gabriel Union, and when you mention things like Jay-Z's time is coming for him, then I look at Beyonce, and I say that women do have
that country album, and any of you that buy that shit stupid as shit.
You don't give it no
trap music with goddamn a holster and a pad.
But she remade Jolene.
That bitch. I'm gonna tell you the song she should have remade. It's a hit. It would have done great for her. She should have tried it on. Tammy Wynette. Classic. Stand by your man. Don't act like you don't know that hell. Remake that. Stand by that. That's a real country hit. Jolene, nice. But it has a ring to it. Stand by your man. Yeah. Whoops. And disrespects you with other like Kathy Coriana White.
All right, well, let's do it like
who was
this.
Actually carrying his baby while you was faking it. Why your husband don't want to put his seed inside of you? He put it in everybody else.
Girl, this Burna Boy and Diddy drama is like a soap opera that never ends. Just when you think it's over, bam, another plot twist. And honestly, it's making us all take a second look at those flashy music deals. Maybe all that glitter in the industry isn't as shiny as we thought. So, what's next? Will our African giant break free from these chains, or is Diddy going to keep him locked down tighter than your jeans after Thanksgiving dinner? The streets are buzzing, but no one really knows for sure. One thing's clear, though. This tea is far from cold. So, what do you think? Will Burna's roar come back stronger than ever, or is Diddy's empire just too big to crack?